looking at the Cannondale today by Lamar Clifton. Just show you the neighborhood. Your dad snagged some pictures of the lot that he liked, and I truly think of the 4 that you could pick from for this floor plan, that is the best one, just because it doesn't have as many electrical boxes or manholes on it, but all 4 of them are on a tree line, which is great. So this is about 1,500 square feet, but because of the floor plan, it feels like you have a lot more space than that. Nice little covered front porch. Walking in, you're gonna enter the living room. You've got a coat closet on your right, which I will say, compared to the bank's floor plan by Bill Mace that you looked at, there's a lot more storage on this house. So, fireplace, I explained to your dad, the builder will give you the gas logs, but he's not gonna do the plumbing or give you the propane to have it operating. There is no natural gas out here. Natural gas in Clarksville is just kind of hard to get. And one thing I really do want you to focus on with this house today, if this is the home you do want to build, is focus on these cosmetic finishes, because the way this builder likes to operate is by having you look at his previous builds and be like, hey, I like the floors from this home, and I like the countertops from this one, or the hardware, you know, so on and so forth. Have some nice cabinet space. Fridge goes over here. I would say you could probably build a small island for here, or even just order a small island just to help for prep. You can maybe even put in a small one to fit 1 or 2 bar stools. This is going to be the hallway coming off of your garage. That's going to be your laundry room, your half bath, and then pantry. Yes, pantry. There's pantry in this one, which is great. And he will leave you paint. So typically they leave you wall paint and ceiling and trim paint. And everything will be flat. So flat finish. Half bath. It's got a pedestal sink. Laundry, dryer on this side, washer on this side. And if you wanted to do stackables, you just have to remove the shelf, but totally doable. Garage. Breaker box. The 2-car garages are either going to be a 20 by 20, 22 by 22, or 24 by 24. This feels like a 20 by 20, so on the smaller end of a 2-car, but still a 2-car. Got one of those big fancy outlets. I think that's for the people that have electric cars. Okay. Oof. One thing your dad did point out is the windows and how the top ones have panes and the bottom ones don't. Let me know if that's a concern of yours. If it is, then we'll address it with the builder prior to writing any sort of contracts, so that we don't, show up to your final walkthrough and you've got 2 different windows. Okay. Back deck. With lot 30, it looks like it would be a deck lot, but typically the way a builder's going to decide is just the way the lot lays, if you're going to get a deck or if you're going to get a patio. And I would double check to make sure it's going to be covered, because some builders do consider this an upgrade. It does come in handy though, for sure. I did tell your dad too that this is a larger deck for this price point. So typically you'd see about a 10 by 12, and this seems to be more probably about a 12 by 18. It's pretty big. Okay. Obviously this wouldn't be the house you're buying. But if this is the one you're going to build, it would be on a tree line lot. Okay. Storage closet under the stairs. Has a nice little attic in here. This one's not as big as the one upstairs, but still great for putting your tough boxes, dead hooker bag, all that fun stuff in there. You don't have to carry it up and down the stairs. Okay. Got a nice little fixture on the landing. Immediately when you get to the top of the stairs, you're going to have guest bath straight ahead, master on your left, guest rooms on your right. So first guest room, decent size, I would say, pretty comparable to the banks, where I would recommend a full-size bed, but you could definitely fit a queen if you wanted to. I'd say there's about 5 feet, maybe even 6 feet of hanging space. This attic is massive. So, not sure if you have a bunch of stuff you need to store, but for resale purposes, that's pretty sweet. A lot of builders don't build attics that big. Okay, guest room number 2. This one feels a tad bit smaller. Same thing. You could fit a queen in here. Probably have the headboard of it on this side and have the feet come kick out over here. But a full is definitely gonna be comfier. But if it's just for guests, you don't really need a lot of furniture for them. Closet's definitely smaller in here, probably about 4 feet of hanging space. Smoke alarm. Got another attic over there, so 3 attics total. And here's your air return. Guest bath, and you would be picking your tile, countertops, tile surround, all that fun stuff. So it's a really good size single vanity. A lot of them cut off like right about here. Okay. Master, you've got a double tray ceiling. I know your dad told me you were really excited about getting a king size bed. It would definitely fit in here. So I'd probably do bed here, nightstand. This little nook is actually great for a dresser so that it's not taking up a ton of your room. And then TV would probably go there if you like to have a TV in the bedroom. Okay, master bath, double vanity. Got a garden tub. Okay, this is what I like to call a legal shower. So it's legally the smallest shower that you can have. It's a 3x2, so 3 feet long, 2 feet deep. Yeah, so it works. It does the job and can get a lot of steam going in there, but definitely tiny. So trade off to having a tub and a shower. Walk-in closet. Love that they did a pocket door. So there's nothing worse than walking into a small space and having doors swinging left and right. So it's nice that he did some shoe racks too, instead of just hanging space. Yep. One last little overview of the master. And that is going to conclude the Cannondale.